It's too late, nights dancing, my laser could get used to long drives,
Good morning, campers. So today is Friday, 26th of January, and I am just outside because obviously Gareth's not doing right well with loud noises, and I'm not the quietest of people, if you didn't know. And this is not going to be like one of our normal vlogs. I just wanted to come on and kind of try and update everybody, because we've had so many subscribers asking and sending love, and we do appreciate every single one of you. So I just wanted to come on and explain a bit about how we ended up back here at the lovely Samara early and what happened. So basically, as you've all seen in the latest video, because I do believe that's where we was up to, in Mazaron, Gareth got poorly, and he had a face-to-face consultation with a GP online, and they said they felt he had sinusitis, and he was given some antibiotics, and then his eye flared up as well, if you remember in the video, but we already had treatment for that, so that was fine. And he got better after a couple of days, 3-4 days, he got better. And then we moved on, we did a few more vlogs, still all banked people, he'll catch him up, but he just can't, at the moment, Gareth can't edit, he can't be on his phone, he can't look at anything because it's setting off what's going on again. So we're a bit stuck at the moment. And it flared up again the second time in Torremolinos. So we had another appointment with the doctor, and they tried a different medication for him, and that same thing again, got better after a couple of days, and all was fine. And then the third time it flared up, we was in Gibraltar, just outside of Gibraltar, but we went in and we spoke to a pharmacist who was English in Gibraltar, and they was of the same thinking that it was sinusitis, and they gave us a different type of treatment for it, and some Lemsips as well, and some paracetamol. So just want to apologise about the wind. So, and then it got better again. We even managed to jolly on over to Portugal for a couple of days. You're going to see all this eventually at some point, people. And then we went up to a little lake inland, and I mean, it's beautiful little nature reserve. There's a video of that as well, and a dam. Beautiful place. And it happened again, 4 o'clock in the morning he woke up. So I just want to explain, when Gareth's having these turns, he's incapable of standing, speaking his slurred speech, dizziness, nosebleeds, no sickness, but they are quite bad. It's not like anything I've ever seen. And the doctors was all saying because his sinuses was blocked, it's making him unsteady on his feet, and that's where it all is. So it was early hours of the Monday morning, Monday just gone, and I waited till 8 a.m. and I phoned our doctors in England, and he explained to them and said, look, this is what's happened, it's the 4th time now. I says, and I am worried. I wanted to come home myself personally after the first thing had happened, because it's quite scary when you watch somebody go through that. He can't even stand up and talk for himself when this attack happens. So I wanted to come home after the first, and I've told a few people that, but Gareth's stubborn, so we didn't. And he was adamant that it was okay, there was nothing wrong with him, because he's a bloke, and that's what blokes do. I spoke to the doctor on the Monday morning at 8 a.m, and I explained what was going on, and said this is the 4th time it's happened now, and he's had 3 lots of medication, and our GP in England was like, no, get him home, he needs to be home, he needs to be seen soon as possible. So on the Monday we started making our way north. At this point I think we weren't far off Badajoz, I think it's called, just outside of Portugal, just on the inside of Spain. So we was technically in Spain, and we just did as much driving as we could. If he got a headache we pulled over, he slept and he rested, and then he drove again, and it took 24 hours worth of pure driving, spread out till the Wednesday tea time before we made it back here to Samara. And we was back here tea time. I spoke to the doctors again and they said, just ring us in the morning. We'll tell you what time to bring him in on the Thursday. So we rang Thursday morning, 8 o'clock, and they said, yeah, can you bring him in at 10 o'clock, please, Trisha? We definitely need to see him. And he went in to see the doctor at 10. He must have been in with the doctor 45 minutes. And they did everything. They checked everything. And the doctor was really unhappy with the tenderness for the main artery over his right temple. It was like it's very inflamed, so no matter what, you're going to the hospital, you need to have that checked. And while he was in the GP, it got quite bad. So it was good that the doctor got to see firsthand. Then he was sent to the hospital, went straight down to Hull Royal, and they was fantastic, to be fair. Massive shout out to them at Hull Royal as well, because it was slammed in there and they was so good. He was in, he had a scan, he had blood tests, he had ocular tests, everything you could think of. We was there a long time, but not really. It was test after test after test, and they got to see firsthand that he couldn't walk properly, couldn't speak, and how he was acting. They know themselves. You could tell. So he was dealt with quickly, and they gave him some medication, and after about 3.5 hours, it's like it never happened. He was back to his normal self. So then we saw the consultant, because there was originally going to keep him in. He was going to be kept in. And so we spoke to the specialist, and what it is Gareth's not had sinus infection. Gareth has been getting something that they call a cluster headache. Now, the best way they described it to us was it's like getting 20 migraines all at once. And you get awful stabbing pains, and it puts pressure on the artery, whichever side it's on. And Gareth is on his right side, so it's his right side artery that it was putting pressure on. But because he's had 3 or 4 of these, which can happen, that's why they're called cluster headaches. They know what they are. They don't know why you get them though. They have no clue. So what they've done is they gave him this medication, and like I said, after 3.5 hours, he still had a headache, but he was normal. He could walk, he could talk again. It was unreal just how this medication worked. So because it worked after 3.5 hours, and we were seeing the specialist, they allowed him to come home to rest because COVID's rife. So it was like he's better off at home. So we brought him back here, and the cluster headaches, he has got medication for them. For the attack that he's having at the moment, he's got medication for 2 weeks at least, possibly 4. So he can't drive for the next 2 weeks, possibly 4. But at least we're here. At least we got back. It's a bit crazy what's gone on. So he's here and he's fine. He's resting, because if he goes on the phone, the headaches start up. TV, the headaches start up. Loud noises, the headaches start up. So he's just chilling. And I just wanted to put a massive shout out to let everybody know, best that I can, this is not going to be our normal vlog, because I can't edit like Gareth does, and I'm just going to hopefully do my best to just get this out to you guys. I just wanted to say thank you for all the love and the support that you've sent, all the messages. He's not answering messages at the moment, and I'm trying my best to do everything as well as look after him. So if they don't get answered, that's why. They will get answered, it just might not be for a while. Thank you for all the love and support. Gareth's taking a couple of weeks off editing, obviously. At least 2 weeks while he's not driving. It might be better in a week, it might be better in 4 days. Might take a week, might take however long it takes, is however long he's going to take. He needs to heal. Thank you for all the love and support. Hopefully I'll manage to get this video out to you all. I'm sure I'll be able to figure it out. I do apologise about the wind noise. Big massive shout out to Paul and Lisa at Samara. They've been a fantastic help. That's it, guys, really. I just wanted to let you know how he was doing okay, and why we had to come back, and why we come back so quickly. So I didn't film anything coming up, obviously. Nothing. I have got lots of videos that we did film in between the bouts of being poorly. You're not going to get them for a little while anyway. I'm going to put this video out if I can. This will go out. And you always have to look on the positive side, people. Let's remember that. We are positive people. because I was absolutely shocked that he had an artery here that was stunting the blood flow to his brain, because I didn't even think he had a brain. So, win. There's always a silver lining. We discovered Gareth's actually got a brain. So I'm going to check out, guys. I'm going to attempt to put this on the computer and send it out to you with directions from the husband. So I might actually kill him at this point. This might not even get out. It might just be, you see in the newspaper that I didn't listen and I couldn't figure it out and I lost my shit. Thanks for all the support, guys. We'll be back as soon as we can.